Hi, this is Kristy Moore. I've been selling real estate for 12 years. Our team of highly trained professionals, along with our marketing plan, has sold over 700 homes all over the DC market. And this is how we do it. Hi, this is Kristy, and today we're going to talk about how to maximize your open house traffic. So I believe in the land, sea, and air type of marketing. For instance, if I'm going to have an open house, I want it online, I want it offline, I want it everywhere anybody can find it. So one of the things that we get a lot of traffic on for our open houses is through our Facebook events on our business page. When we post it as an event, it automatically shows up in the people that are in the area in their newsfeed on Facebook. So we get a lot of people that are sharing it with their friends, liking it, and interacting with the Facebook events from the open house. We also do target marketing through Facebook as well. So people that are most likely going to be purchasing that type of house in that location, we do targeted ads on Facebook. We also promote it on Instagram and any other type of social media outlet. We obviously put it online on the MLS and Realtor.com and Zillow and those types of websites as well. Another thing that a lot of people miss in our market is that if the property's not on the market by Wednesday, it doesn't actually show up in the Washington Post open house list. So we make sure that all of our listings are listed on Wednesday, so that way it's on the Washington Post open house list online. Another thing that's really important as far as getting traffic to the open house is inviting the neighbors. So you can do this a couple different ways. You can door knock all the properties around that property and hand out flyers and talk to the neighbors and personally invite them to the property. If you're short on time, like I usually am, I usually do what's called a neighborhood open house. So what I'll do is I'll invite all the neighbors to the open house an hour before the actual public open house. And the reason I do this is because I want to know who are neighbors and who are actual buyer prospects. I also want to be able to talk to the neighbors about the property. I want them to see all the traffic that we get after they leave. I also want to be able to engage with them on a different level than once we start getting into a really busy open house. So I'll send them a nice invitation in the mail. I'll invite them to an exclusive luncheon where we have finger food, cookies, coffee, water, and that gives them time to peruse the property. They want to look at it anyway. They want to be nosy neighbors anyway. So they actually appreciate being invited to the open house separately. And you generally get some stragglers from the neighborhood open house into the public open house. So there's already people there by the time the public starts to come into the open house. Every time I've done this, I've gotten another listing in the neighborhood from that method. The other thing that you want to do is put out tons of signs. We have giant orange signs that you cannot miss, and we put 4 or 5 on each part of the intersection. So at any given big intersection, I have anywhere from 12 to 20 signs at that intersection. So there's no way that people aren't going to know about our open house. And then putting tons of signs all the way to the property so that people don't miss it. If you think about it, when you see all the builder open houses over the weekend, they have flags, they have tons and tons of signage leading you to their open houses. So you want to use the same strategy for your own open house. What I have seen is that for every sign I put out, I generally will get a prospect from it. They may not directly be related from the sign, but if I put out 30 signs, I know I'm generally going to have 30 people at the open house. And usually my traffic mix when I talk to people is about a third neighbors, a third from signs, and a third from the internet. But the people that come to an open house from signs are generally not as far along in the process. So they're generally thinking about moving or they're thinking about real estate, but they're not actively looking online. So they see all your signs and they decide to just stop by because they're thinking about it. So when you meet them at the open house, that's the first thing that I ask them is, how did you hear about us? And the reason why I ask them that is because it will give me a good indication as far as where they are in the process. If they say they're a realtor, I know that they're most likely working with a realtor. If they say the sign, then I'll ask them, oh, well, do you live in the neighborhood? Are you in the area? And that will give me an idea as far as where they're at in the process. Because if they live in the area and they're renting and they want to stay in the area, then I know that that's what they're looking for. If they have friends in the area and they're looking to move into the area, that also gives me a good indication as far as what kind of prospect they are. But it's really important that you do as much as you can to make your open house an event. We actually call them grand openings. Sometimes we'll even roll out our orange carpet, put our little flimsy orange guy and do a little rope and everything if the property allows it, because it makes it a spectacle. And people will literally stop by just to see what's going on in this crazy open house. And we've had anywhere from 30 to 100 people through our open houses when we make them an event like that. So thanks for watching my video. If you have any other questions, feel free to call, text, or email me.